Our negotiators will listen to what the UK has to say, and we will engage accordingly and constructively with the UK on any concrete proposals that they might have and that are, of course, compatible with the withdrawal agreement. Let me remind you that these are meetings that are technical, that are ongoing, so we are not intending to provide a running commentary or detailed readouts. I think some of you have already seen the readout that we provided yesterday following the phone call between President Juncker and Prime Minister Johnson. On your second question, with regards to the UK's government decision to suspend the parliament seatings until 14th of October, I mean, I think you're well aware that we're not commenting on internal political procedures of our member states, and we're also not going to speculate what this means in terms of next steps in the UK's parliamentary procedures. I think this is for the UK to answer.
In the call itself, what discussions were there between President Juncker and Prime Minister Johnson about how to continue working together? Are there any plans, for example, for Boris Johnson to come here or for President Juncker to go to London?
The two did say that they will remain in touch and they will continue the dialogue. And I think today is a follow-up of this at technical level. But of course, you can also expect the two political leaders, so President Juncker and Prime Minister Johnson, to continue their dialogue now, whether via phone calls or via visits, that we will announce when there is something actually scheduled. But they did agree to remain in touch. Yes, Jennifer.
Thank you. And on the same subject, does the Commission have any deadline in mind for when it would like to see those concrete proposals from the UK? Is there a point that you would really need to see those proposals in order for them to be considered by all the member states and the Commission services? And does the 30-day deadline that, or the so-called blistering timetable that Boris Johnson talked about, is that a deadline also in mind for the Commission?
I'm not aware of any 30 days deadline. I think that also leaders to whom you might be referring clarified what they have said in that regards. For us, of course, the earlier the better, because our working assumption is that Brexit should occur on the 31st of October, and that should happen with a deal. That is our preferred scenario and the scenario we're working to. And for that to happen, of course, the earlier we see workable proposals, the better. So this is where we are in terms of timing.